What's wrong with having friends?
Nothing. If you want to remain a virgin for life, you take them to bed with you, too.
Oh my God!
In your mouth or anything like that. It's good. It's good. It's fine. Don't. No. Did you have your tongue pierced once?
No.
Oh, actually, you have a weird dimple in it.
I do?
Yeah, it's in there. Hi, everybody.
Oh, we're recording?
We are. We're ready and going. Hello. Welcome to the 13th episode of Models and Movies. I'm very excited for today because I have a very good friend of mine who I haven't seen in a long time. This is Karee. Say hello, Karee.
Hi!
There you go. She's a ball of energy, and this is going to be a fun show. And we watched a movie today, and that movie was a Serbian film. A Serbian film is an experimental film with some mixed media, and it basically leaves you with the question of, did you watch it or did it watch you? I'm sorry, that's not what we watched. What did we watch? What movie?
Trolls 2.
No, just Troll 2. Troll 2,
not Trolls 2.
I think, is an animated film that just came out.
There's a second one of that?
Isn't there?
I don't know, we're gonna watch it if it is.
No, we're not going to watch it. Okay, so Troll 2 is what we watched. Now, there's some background on this film. A lot of people have reviewed it. A lot of bad movie reviewers have reviewed Troll 2 because they say it is the best, worst movie ever made. And a matter of fact, a documentary film was made. I am different when I'm doing the show than when I'm a regular person. Is that what's getting you cracked up?
Yep.
All right. Karee knows me as a different person. More refined, quieter. Anyway, they made a documentary on the film called The Best Worst Movie, and they went out to the original cast and tried to find everybody to interview them about the making of the film. And I watched that film, and that's why I know a little bit about Troll 2 and how bad it was produced. I did. Well, I always do. Before we get into the review, we have to do beer of the show.
We have to do what?
Beer of the show.
Oh my God, we're gonna drink
right
some beer.
Because it says it on the screen, we have to do beer of the show. All right, so we have frozen mugs, so grab yours, please.
We do! Oh, and they're cold.
Yes, today's beer of the show is called, I think I'm saying this right, Cuvée des Trolls.
Oh, how accurate. That shit's so cool.
I tend to pick beers that go with the film anyway, so...
It's Belgian, we have to put in the cup.
It is a Belgian ale, I think it says. Karee doesn't drink beer, so this is going to be unpleasant for her.
Let's see, it might be good.
It might be, you don't know.
I don't. Oh, no, this smells like beer.
Oh, it smells like a Heineken is what it smells like, which is a very kind of skunkier beer. You're not going to like this at all. Anyway, to, what is it called? Cuvée des Trolls.
Cheers!
Cheers to you.
Cheers to beers.
You don't like this.
I don't like that.
No, that's the last you have to drink of that. Good face. So let's talk about Troll 2. The plot. Karee, what's the plot of Troll 2?
I don't think I know. I think it was
you wrote something down.
Like,
we took notes. You took more notes than I.
Don't get eaten by a troll. And then if you do, make sure you escape Troll Kingdom.
Well, let's talk about how the movie...
Goblin Kingdom.
How does the movie start?
It just starts.
Yeah, it was weird that it showed the MGM logo, which you thought was a good sign because MGM tends to put out, movies. This was not a movie.
No.
But yeah, the logo comes up for MGM, and then all of a sudden, bam, the movie starts.
So they're telling a story in bed.
There is no, it actually, well, yeah, but the very, very first is there's some fruity guy running around in the forest with the weird hat on.
That was like years ago, though.
Yeah, this is supposed to be the 1600s or something.
Yes.
Forever ago.
Like when Salem and witches were real.
And we have a voiceover by Grandpa Seth. Grandpa Seth was his name. Anyway, he's talking to his grandson and putting him to bed, I guess, and telling the most horrific, gross, creepy story ever to tell an 8-year-old.
Before bed.
Before bed. Anyway, what's the creepy part of that?
The green? Don't eat it. No.
What do we find out shortly after the story?
Goblins.
Oh my God, no.
What?
What's with the grandpa? What's his deal?
He's not even real.
That's right, he's dead.
Grandpa Seth has been gone for more than 6 months now. You were at the funeral.
That's not
It's
creepy.
pretty creepy that grandpa is telling his grandson a story and it turns out grandpa's dead.
He's totally not dead. He's some sort of ghost or something stuck in a realm.
He's in hell.
That's what they said, but
That's what
then
they
he
said.
said he didn't. He said no. He said no. But we'll get to that because
It's
that's the very
debatable.
end of the movie.
That's right. It's debatable.
All over the place.
All right, so I guess what is it? The family goes on a vacation? You said it was wife swap.
It was very similar to Wife Swap in the sense of changing homes with someone else. A whole home and a whole family literally switches towns.
So
Yep.
they go to this house, and what's the name of the town they go to?
Goblin spelled backwards, so not
Nilbog.
no
Nilbog.
Nilbog. Nilbog.
Nilbog, which we find out much later is red rum. Goblin. By the way, how many trolls are in this movie called Troll 2?
Why did you pick me for this?
I picked you for this exact reason.
Okay,
How many trolls are in this movie?
none. There are no trolls.
That's right. No trolls.
Wait, but aren't trolls the same thing? What is a troll?
I think
a troll
that's-
lives under the bridge
I
and
think-
trolls are ugly.
I'm pretty sure that's disrespectful to trolls because you don't call little people munchkins or dwarves or...
Because I always
that
remember when I was
other
little,
movie.
trolls are under the bridges, so don't cross a bridge.
Okay,
And they're gonna get you and eat you, or you can't pass the riddle.
That's right. What's your favorite color?
Orange.
Wrong. Pew. Anyway, so the name of the movie is Troll 2. However, it's not a sequel to the movie Troll. So figure that one out. Plus, there's no trolls in the movie. It's all goblins.
They shouldn't be allowed to say that. Troll
They
2.
shouldn't be.
I feel like there should be like a right or something. Copy
And in fact,
whatever.
it gets even weirder than that because there is a movie called Troll 3. Actually, there's two movies called Troll 3, and they are made by the same production company. They're just different movies, and they were put out at the same time, and I don't know what is going on with that whole situation. All right, so what happens in Troll 2 exactly? They go on vacation, and what happens? They eat the food, they become food, and then the trolls eat them.
Really, to sum it up,
That's it, right?
Yep, that's it. That's all you need to know. That's all. Except for the part where this ghost grandpa is telling him not to do it. No one's believing him. His boyfriend and all his friends are riding along behind him in an RV.
Oh yeah, so there's a side story of the daughter of this family.
Who are not sure yet.
We don't know if she's 13 or
Or
17.
17?
Because her character bounces between being little girly and adult girly. Yeah, so she's a workout fiend. She works out a lot, sweats a lot.
Very hot scene to introduce her into.
I'm not exactly sure what the director was going for in depicting this maybe 16-year-old girl in super... she was hot,
Good physique.
sure.
Very much.
I felt dirty.
Yeah, because the next thing you know, what you're like, is she 13?
Yeah. All right. So she has a boyfriend who is dumb as shit. He is dumb, and
Very
is dating her, getting beaten up by her. Oh, you know what? He's a battered spouse. I think that's what that is.
Is that what that would be?
Maybe he's stuck. He's trapped in this relationship with her. Because
But he's the one who keeps crawling back.
he does, but
Like crawling back.
I feel like that's victim blaming. I feel like that's really short-sighted of you to blame the victim for this. He gets kicked in the nuts. He gets punched hard in the face, like knocked down.
He does get told to lose his friends, like, a lot. And that no one likes him.
He gets kicked in the nuts, and then he thinks that she's doing that to turn him into a homo.
Release your instincts in the bathroom.
Are you nuts? You trying to turn me into a homo?
That's how that works,
I think
right?
he's victimizing himself then.
Yeah, he needs to see Dr. Phil. I think they have a dysfunctional situation going on there.
We never met his parents, though, so we don't know
Well,
the
that's
cause.
true. Maybe he doesn't even have parents. He owns an RV,
We think it's his RV.
we think. Somehow,
nice RV.
somehow he and his 3 dorky friends are taking an RV trip to the same Nilbog as the family.
They're following them.
Stalkers.
Well, it's because she didn't want the friends couldn't come, so the only way the friends could come and stay is if they had somewhere to stay outside of that house.
That's a good
He
point.
found a loophole.
That's a good point.
It's actually kind of smart now, but he seems very stupid.
Was he one of the boys with their shirts off sleeping in the RV in that one scene?
He did walk out.
Or was he the
Oh.
one that walked in on them saying "wake up" or whatever? I don't remember. You're looking
I
at it
don't
right
think-
now.
I'm sure.
But it looked very homoerotic of these 2 boys sleeping way too close.
Very comfortable.
Very comfortable.
Naked,
Very-
seeming.
Yeah, top naked anyway.
Yes.
They were topless.
It very much looked like an aftermath sex scene.
Karee, you made a note that there was no body hair in this movie.
Yeah, they're all like soft.
Karee kind of
baby
had a thing
butts
for the hot dad. He always had his
He kind of looks like
pajamas
George
shirt.
Clooney to me. I don't know if that's
Always
just
had his
me.
pajama shirt wide open.
And you can't piss on hospitality. I won't allow it.
He was smooth too. Like I couldn't touch him, but
So smooth.
smooth.
Yeah. Then we meet the witch, the main witch of the film. and
Something Credence.
There's a lot of shenanigans, and I guess the whole film is basically what they're trying not to eat or get eaten.
They're being starved. Literally have no food except for what the natural goblins are providing them.
And what color is all the bad food that they can't eat?
Green.
Yeah.
But there's some red. The apples.
The apples. There's apples and red Kool-Aid. So when they first get to their donor house that they're spending the month at, there's food left all out over the table.
Donuts. Corn on the cob with icing or something.
Corn on the cob with green
Goo.
goo on it, which the daughter about starts to chaw into, and I'm just like, who would eat anything with that green shit on it?
Green eggs and ham.
Not you. Oh yeah, maybe they took that to the logical conclusion.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Green
eat
eggs and
that.
corn. Okay,
And
so
Kool-Aid.
a bunch of nothing happens in this movie. There's a bunch of chasing. It's basically the goblins can turn into people.
Yeah, what would you call that?
Transmogrification. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
So they look like people. They talk like people. And they have a cult.
Symbol of original sin, which is consumed and caused the fall of the human race.
Yeah, that's my favorite part. The cult is literally telling you meat is bad.
Yeah.
I love
There's
it.
a message in this movie.
Cholesterol.
Now you
Toxins.
happen to be vegan, so
I
you
am.
were all on board with this movie. You were
I'm
just
all
like,
on board.
damn straight meat is bad.
And he straight up labeled me a goblin.
She looks a little like a goblin. Basically, that's the plot. They go to this town where all the goblins are, and they're trying to not be eaten by the goblins. That's literally it.
They're eating her. And then they're going to eat me.
Except sometimes they get turned into green goop and then eaten. Sometimes they get turned into trees.
I think it's more along the lines that how they ingest or whatever. Because the girl running frantically that we both think tried out for the daughter role and couldn't get it.
She was flailing.
I think
Flailing and frolicking.
she like ingested.
Okay. Oh, are you saying because
And then the kid that
guy
turned into a tree,
got
didn't it?
speared by the tree, that
Yeah.
poisoned him to become a tree?
Yeah,
But he was also given the...
he didn't drink it.
Oh, he didn't drink the
He
elixir?
was still holding it. He's just like, I can't move.
Oh my gosh, that's what that scene was, because later when he was an actual tree, he was holding a mug, and I was
Yeah,
like,
he
what is
couldn't
he
move.
doing?
He didn't even drink it.
All right, so from the minute she gave him this dry ice bubbling thing, he didn't drink any, but so he turned into a tree.
It liked gooey beet juice. What?
This movie was just so dumb.
Oh, I thought I honestly probably
You
could watch
enjoyed
it again.
Okay, well,
I didn't like enjoy it, but you know, it was almost
You didn't enjoy it, but you could watch it again. Okay.
it was as janky as the Leprechaun movie.
Well,
But I
mean,
love the Leprechaun movie. I've watched every Leprechaun movie.
even Back to Space.
Maybe not every.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh no,
almost
it's
every.
Back to the Hood. Leprechaun in Space.
My favorite one was Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, that's right. She was in that one. Okay. That was the first one or the second one? It's neat how some...
That wasn't the first one.
How some real actors come from some shitty upbringing movies. Yeah.
Let's see who comes from this one.
Nobody. This movie was like 30 years old. Nobody's come from it.
Never mind.
Anyway, so basically good wins out over evil, bologna sandwich, everybody dies, or do they? We'll talk about the end at the very end. So let's talk about the characters.
Oh my.
There were a lot of characters in this movie, and they actually gave them stuff to do. Not like that last piece of shit movie we watched, but so Grandpa Seth, he's dead.
Is that his name?
Grandpa Seth, yeah.
I didn't get Seth out of any of this.
He's dead. And he's helping this family.
I'm not convinced he's dead.
They said it many times.
He didn't. Did he?
Everybody was at the wedding. He was, his sister Holly,
You mean the funeral?
Dad, and me, his daughter.
It was also very difficult for your father, and for Holly, and for me, his daughter.
But that could have been, that totally could have been staged.
Yeah, you're right. The acting in here was questionable as whether it was a rehearsal or the actual takes for the movie. So Holly is the daughter. And I didn't catch her boyfriend's name. Did you write it down?
No, I just wrote boyfriend.
Boyfriend. Anyway, he's sort of like a Johnny Depp looking kid when Johnny Depp was in 21 Jump Street. Not the movie. There was an actual TV show called 21 Jump Street on Fox in the 90s.
Really?
You should look into it. Yeah, Johnny Depp was a hot young starlet at that time. Karee's young.
Full of life.
Anyway, so Holly and her boyfriend are having like a Romeo and Juliet thing because her dad hates him.
If my father discovers you here, he'd cut off your little nuts and eat them. He can't stand you.
They literally kind of did when they're like, she's like, come run away with me, or we'll run away into the forest or whatever.
Yeah, and then I'll poison myself to pretend I'm dead, and then you can stab yourself in the face. We talked about Josh. Josh is the kid with the giant nostrils coming at you in every scene.
He's so cute. He looks just like the little boy
From the movie I don't know.
from Blindside.
Blindside.
J.R. or whatever.
J.R. Tolkien.
His real name's not J.R. I'm talking about the character's name. I don't know his real name.
With
He
Sandra
looks
Bullock.
just like him. It's crazy.
Who was also in Speed.
I feel
with
like
Keanu Reeves.
you need to see a picture.
So Arnold is one of the boyfriends of the boyfriend.
He's the first one that went out, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
He's
He
a
went
logical
out
one.
to the store to buy food.
No, wrong one.
Oh.
Now if he's a logical one. If I'm thinking the right one, he went outside to go smoke a cigarette.
That's right.
And then that's when the girl, the frailically girl, goes running around screaming, runs right past the RV,
Yeah.
right past the RV, and a person who yelling for her
And he was like,
into the woods.
that's a woman. I'm going to go chase her.
And he did.
Mm-hmm. And he didn't just chase her. He's yelling at her the whole time, like, stop, wait. And then he eventually catches up to her and f***ing
Tackles
40-yard line tackle saves the touchdown. I mean, destroys her. And then they're trying to figure out, like, what's going on. And, oh, my gosh, he's a human being. And she's sweating the green. And then he gets stabbed.
Yeah, they only sweat green when they ingest this goop.
They made this girl eat whatever it was.
Or it's coming out of somewhere, just their forehead.
Yeah,
Because you made the comment earlier, why isn't his shirt green?
because he was all sweaty, but
But that wasn't green.
that was later a different person, too.
Oh, well, in general.
Yes.
It only comes out of their forehead.
All right, so these geniuses, these four boys who were in their dad's RV going out to Nelbog, they didn't decide to pack any food.
Damn. There's no milk. There's no coffee. There's nothing. Guys, didn't anyone remember to bring supplies?
They got to where they were going and they had no food, so they had to send one of the guys out to the store to buy food. So he took off running the 1.5 or 2 miles to town.
You totally didn't confront the situation how the guy confronted the trolls.
You're right. We should address that situation where the guy, after he tackled the woman saving the touchdown.
Very pretty girl.
She was kind of hot, yeah. Anyway, all the goblins kind of come up on them, and he's like Mr. Big Nuts, and he stands up and he's just like,
Wait here. Wait here. I'll take care of him. Let me give you some advice, you dwarfs. Get out of here, or you're going to be in a lot of trouble.
and he takes his big nuts back to the girl laying on the ground, and I think he's going to lose his virginity or something.
He's very nerdy, by the way. Glasses and everything.
Yeah, that didn't go well, because they stabbed him with a...
They speared him. It's crazy.
Then he turned into a tree.
Pretty much. And we'll come back to that.
I doubt it. Anyway, so, all right, who else is in this film? We have a bunch of goblins. The people goblins.
Yeah, the whole town
There was a
changes into a goblin.
creepy looking guy who looked like he had like
Well, we got
what's
this-
that disease that people have in Africa where their body parts fall off?
I was going to say psoriasis.
Well, it's a bit more aggressive than psoriasis. It's
Elephant foot.
what? Elephant foot.
No, for real. There's like this thing. I remember I watched this video and this guy was like tree trunks, feet and hands.
Oh, I know
And they
what.
call
Yeah,
it like
I've
the
seen
elephant
that stuff.
disease or something.
This is far more common. It starts with an E, I think.
Eggplant.
Yes, eggplant disease. Anyway,
I would love an
I've been
eggplant.
flashing it on the screen now for about 10 seconds because I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, it looks like this guy has this because his face is all like bulbous and just,
Which one?
The creepy guy, remember I said, who looks like the original
Oh.
troll
He was
from the
very
Troll
crater-like. He was creepy.
movie. Yeah. So he was like the best human character except for Ted DiBiase,
Which was
the cult leader.
He was like, I think he was supposed to be a priest,
Mm-hmm.
technically.
He was leading a sermon in the basement of one of the houses and
To not eat meat.
yeah, Ebola.
Ebola?
That's probably not what I'm thinking of.
That came all the way over here,
Yeah.
I think. They were
Oh,
talking.
yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure that that's it though. God, I can't remember what it is now.
It's okay. Just don't eat meat.
Leprosy. That's what I was trying to think of. That doesn't start with an E. Leprosy. It looked like the guy had leprosy because of the way his face kind of was just kind of not all there. Anyway, let's move on. All right. Are there any other notable characters in this film?
The sheriff was interesting, and we forgot to go back to talking about the other friends who they have an RV with wheels and can drive, and next thing you know, he's running and gets picked up by the sheriff
Yeah.
as well, and eats a cheeseburger full of green goop.
Well, here's the general store.
But obviously, it wasn't a cheeseburger because they're anti-meat.
It was like a sandwich with green goop. A green goop sandwich.
It was green.
Gross.
Like
Anyway.
pudding.
He was only going to eat that because nobody in this film eats for like days. So they're constantly starving, hungry.
Because all the goblins only eat, they like feed off the people after they turn the people into plants.
Does that make sense, by the way? They're vegetarians, but they eat human people. Somehow this green goop turns them into not meat?
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't make sense.
Karee's all in this movie. Yeah, she's
I'm not going to eat a human,
she
though.
buys it.
Not even if you cover yourself with green goop.
How do you know? Maybe humans are delicious. You don't know.
Isn't that like illegal?
Yes, in this country.
It's not illegal everywhere.
I mean, I'm sure there's places in sub-Saharan Africa where they don't have laws. I mean, they eat dog in Pakistan and stuff like that.
So we're going to stay here. We're not going to eat people
Or dogs.
or dogs.
You're not going to eat
Or
anything.
animals.
Yeah, you're not going to eat any animals.
Or animal products.
Animals are delicious. All right, so let's go and talk about the quality of the film then, because there's too many characters, really. I mean, there's just nobody has. Yeah, there's too many characters. So what's the quality of the film like?
Ridiculous. It was horrible. I don't have a good eye for paying attention to that kind of stuff because I'm trying to understand the movie.
She was actually trying to enjoy the movie.
I did enjoy the movie for the most part.
Okay.
I didn't get bored, fall asleep.
Well, that's good.
Or
That's
get up to leave.
The mark of a good movie is not falling asleep. There were some video issues. There were some sound issues.
Like the generator.
Yes, so the generator. I had seen scenes of this movie before. I've never seen the whole thing through. And there was a scene where the old witch had turned herself into a hot young witch, and she was talking to a guy outside of their RV, and it was a nighttime scene. Now, when you do nighttime scenes,
It wasn't nighttime, was it?
it was. When you did, yeah, because she seduced him, it was nighttime.
It was nighttime. Through the TV.
Yes, so they're standing outside the RV, and it's a nighttime scene, and you have to light a nighttime scene. So what you generally do, and this is behind the scenes bullshit, you get yourself a big generator, and you plug in all your lights to the generator, and usually the generator is way, way far away from the lights, which are also way, way far away from where you're shooting. Well, in this movie, the generator, I think, was probably 20 feet from where they were shooting. So there was a shot where she actually had to say a line, and you could very clearly hear the generator in the background of the audio.
Yeah.
And I guess they just did not have the time or the interest in doing after-the-fact audio recording, which is called ADR.
I honestly didn't catch it the first time.
I was looking for all the mistakes.
I was enjoying the movie, but he did replay it, and it was bad.
But even though you were trying,
Nothing.
even though you were trying to enjoy the movie, you did have some issues with the quality of what was going on.
Yeah, the lighting for sure was weird. And
Lighting was
the camera was all
weak.
over the place.
Camera was all over the place, weak.
Bad angles. I had to make a note about that, and
You did?
I did right here. The angles, ha ha.
Yes. They tried to get some clever angles to do some things with it, and it just looked dumb.
It didn't go.
It looked cheesy. So basically the music was terrible. The music was really terrible. Scoring was questionable as well. So let's just skip the quality of the movie because it's garbage. Special effects. That look about says it all.
It was so bad. It showed the most when they had the dude that was all treed up. Mm-hmm. All that fake putty scar stuff. Literally, you could just... Oh, it was so bad. I don't even know how to...
It was disappointing. It's like they didn't even hire anybody who knew what they were doing. And then
bad.
when they would bring out whatever actor with their scars or their blood or whatever, and the director would look it over, and I think the director was just like, yeah, it's fine, great. Let's go, let's shoot.
Let's do this. Let's go home. Yeah,
Such a disappointment. Like, really, really disappointing.
and then her teeth.
Oh.
That was ridiculous, too.
Let's talk about the goblin design costumes.
You could see right
the
through their
masks.
eye holes.
You could.
I could see the people behind their eye
You could
holes.
literally see through the masks. And they were definitely just foam masks that were
And
dumb.
then you could also see, like, the piece where, like, the neckline ends,
Mm-hmm.
like, just sticking out. Yeah.
So
I was... Why did we watch that?
I don't know. Would you ask why did we watch that?
Yeah, you answered it very accurately.
The reason why I picked this movie is because so many other people say it's the best, worst movie. And maybe we just aren't the right people.
I don't know. I feel like
To
it was
watch
the
it.
best, worst movie.
Yeah? Well,
That was a good movie, but it was horrible.
I've seen some funny, bad movies.
I've seen some bad
I
movies,
just didn't
too.
like this one as much, I think, as most of them. So
It was bad, but the storyline continued.
I think my
Very well.
expectations were too high. There was a
Because-
moment where it flipped into super weirdom. Like,
You set yourself up when you
I
watched
know.
some of it.
I couldn't not. It's like The Room. You can't not see some of The Room before you actually watch The Room because it's everywhere. It's out there. You don't even know what I'm talking about.
No?
Great.
See? I could have watched The Room and not have seen some of The Room.
The Room is like Troll 2 if it was trying to be a serious drama.
Oh.
I think what happened was the director had big plans. Like, he had big ideas of what he wanted to do.
What happened?
Especially, they didn't have the money, for one.
That's a big one.
He didn't have the connections to get to people who wanted to. I got you that bottle of water, by the way, if you wanted it.
I'm going to have some water.
Yeah, I'm
guys.
sorry. I forgot to mention. So in the church slash witch's house, they had a lot of like creepy stuff that we were trying to do. A lot of smoke effects.
There was a lot of that. Fake plants.
Yeah, it was just they went halfway, and you could tell exactly how halfway they went, and it wasn't very good. So bottom of the basement effects for bottom of the basement budgets.
Pretty much.
That's how that worked.
Do you also pay attention to like the fact that the goblins, I want to call them trolls.
You can call them whatever you want. I think it's going
I
to
don't
be
need them
pretty
to
clear.
be confused. Don't get confused. I would get
They're
confused.
goblins, not trolls.
They're
Go on.
goblins.
Yeah, so what?
They were in like potato sacks.
Yeah. That was their wardrobe. The wardrobe lady, not so good.
It was literally a potato sack.
I like how you did that, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and I believe that also translated into the other actors. Like, it was just like, whatever you are wearing, come on set. Like, they didn't give any thought to
Do you
the
think
actual
that they brought
outfits.
set people in? Or like just part of their actual crew? Be like, hey, we need some extra trolls or goblins out in here.
Yeah, I think I mentioned that when we were watching it. There was a scene where the kid was going into the grocery store, and there were like 12 hillbilly type guys standing outside in hats and stuff.
They're
like
a bunch
that.
of rednecks.
I really feel like that was a lot of the production crew just standing there because they needed humans to be there.
They were like just bundled up,
Yeah.
right up by the door. They weren't dispersed or anything, having side conversations. They were just
A couple of them
right
even
there.
had a couple of lines that they delivered.
Oh, that's mine.
I know, and it wasn't very good.
Hey, you.
Yeah?
Your friend has a message for you.
Who? Arnold?
Yeah, that's him. He said to meet him in the house that looks like an old church.
The line delivery was not very good. You don't want this, right?
no,
No,
thank
I
you.
didn't think so. Okay.
They introduced the sheriff at I don't know, a good time, but he had like a lot of
I kind of like the sheriff.
He played a decent role.
He might have been the best actor in the movie.
Really?
Yeah, I think so because after he dropped the kid off at the store, the guy was like,
Where did the girls from around here go at night?
he just took off because it's like, oh, that was like a real actual response, and it worked well for me. Yeah. Okay. So acting was terrible. The script was terrible. The music was terrible. The sound was
I
terrible.
don't think the music was that bad. Honestly, I don't know much about like in that aspect, but I thought like the background music went well with each scene.
Yeah, you know what? The scoring part wasn't bad, but the actual song type things that they put into this movie were pretty bad.
I paid attention
Karee.
to way different things.
Karee, what's my favorite song? Will you sing my favorite song? Sing me my song. Sing me that song I love.
Joshua, start singing. Come on, sing that song I like so much.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. I made a note of that.
That's right.
Merrily, 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 merrily. life
There is
is
the
upon us.
dumbest part in the whole movie where
That was horrible.
yeah, I mean they're driving the car. There's
Little
some fighting going
confrontation.
on, and
A little bit. It was
sing me
more-
a song, and little Josh said,
I don't feel like singing, Mom.
just like, come on, sing me that song I like,
My favorite song.
my favorite song.
Row, row, row your boat gently down a stream.
Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
I love it. Okay, so let's move on to
Oh my god.
what are the things that we talk about here? What's the last thing? Okay, so
Did we talk about the plot? Yes, we did.
Yeah, we nailed the plot. The plot's dead. So, Karee,
wasn't much
does this film work?
Work for who? For what?
That's where we're going with this. What is this movie, by the way? Is it a horror film?
I don't know. I want to say that they tried to make it a suspense, sort of. Troll or goblins were popping out everywhere. You never know where they're gonna get you.
Joshua?
Well, that's because they could transport anywhere they wanted to.
Which we didn't learn that until
So
like
at the very end.
which is weird.
That would have been information that would have been important to know, that they can do that, so that when they were doing it, we weren't sitting up going, "What the what? Where'd
the
they come
hell's
from?"
going on?
Yeah. How does
Like, we
that
thought
work?
it was really bad. Really bad because of that. But it wasn't necessarily.
So anyway,
But I
so
don't know if it
they can
was-
transport.
I don't know. Other than suspense,
know what
what
it
it would
is.
categorize
I mean,
as
I think it's supposed to be a horror.
PG.
I think this movie is PG, to be honest, because there's no boobs, there's no
Boobs.
like gore really. There's no. Well,
What?
they do cut off a hand of somebody.
And that looks like
Looks like cauliflower. They just like chopped cauliflower.
that is what that looked like.
But then it also cut off the arm of the old witch, who was yelling and screaming. I have not heard yelling and screaming by a hand getting cut off since Dracula 3000.
I don't think I've seen. Actually, I feel like I've seen that.
I hope not.
I don't think I've
that was
seen
one
that.
of the worst movies ever. We reviewed that on this show.
I've seen some bad movies.
Yeah, I recommend Dracula 3000 then. So,
Just kidding. I'm trying to hear.
does it work? Does it work? Does it work?
No.
No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work as any kind of movie except for
A bad movie.
a bad movie. And that was the last thing they intended when they were making this film. Now, there have been certain films
Was
that
it really what they intended?
What,
Or
to make a bad movie?
I mean, they didn't intend for it to be bad.
No. This guy was 100% serious that this movie was supposed to be a horror and serious. And that's what makes it so funny in many parts, is that they are taking it so seriously, and he did hire actors that are so bad, and he did write it so poorly and direct it so poorly. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a crazy person, this director, and I don't know his name at the moment, but he's a crazy person who believed in his madness that he was making this film and it was supposed to be good. And it was not good.
Do you pay attention to the eye contact? The excessive eye contact in the movie?
No. Like, what kind of eye contact?
Like all of it. Just the way they like when they were talking to someone, they're like,
Oh. No, but I will definitely look at that in later when I'm looking at the review to put this together. I did see that almost every single actor overacted, which may pull into what you're talking about with the eyes.
yeah, that would make sense.
Oh wow, was it not good? Not good.
Who's
All
your
right.
favorite though?
My favorite actor.
Oh, you said the sheriff.
Yeah, but he had such a small part. I'm gonna go. I don't know. The girl that gets eaten, I think. She's the best actress.
The frailing one?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with Grandpa.
Grandpa had some creepy parts though, where he would just like look at whoever he was talking to and go. You remember some of those parts?
Nope.
Oh my gosh, he did. I think he did it 2 or 3 times, where he was just like, no line. He would just like. It was creepy as creepy. All right, so nothing's good about this movie, and that's why it's so good. So we're going. I didn't agree or disagree if it works or doesn't work. No, it doesn't work. It
Are you sure?
Absolutely does
You
not.
started to question it a little bit.
No, it absolutely does not work for
Doesn't
its
work.
intended purpose as a horror film. No way. It's only gained cult status because it's so bad. And I don't even think anybody knew about this movie before YouTube. So like I said, it's been out for about 30 years, and only in the last 5 or 6 years has anybody really heard about this movie. So
That's
enjoy.
sad.
Yeah, well, it's terrible. It's the worst.
Go and watch it.
Karee,
movie.
one last thing I'd like to ask you about this film, and
Okay.
that is, in your opinion, how many alcoholic beverages do you drink at all?
Yeah.
Just not beer.
Just not anything that's not sweet.
Okay. How many alcoholic beverages would it take for you to enjoy this film?
Trick question, because I didn't have a problem watching it.
Okay, so 0 is your answer,
Zero's my answer.
and you enjoyed it with 0.
I made it through.
No,
So
no,
maybe
no,
I'd
no, no,
enjoy
no,
it
no, no,
with,
no.
like-
There's two very different things.
Like, give me like 3 to 4 glasses of wine, and I'm gonna create this story to be crazy.
I, on the other hand, I don't even know. I did not enjoy watching this movie, and I thought I would. I really thought I would, because it's supposed to be hilarious.
You sat through it pretty good.
I mean, I can sit through anything. I'm an adult. I can take the pain. But I just didn't like watching it, because for a bad movie to be funny, it should be like laugh out loud funny, and those things should come like every 5 minutes, or sooner. And this one just didn't. There was too many sections where it was trying to be a real legitimate funny movie, or a real legitimate good movie, failing terribly at it, and it just wasn't funny enough to me. So this might be the highest I've ever given a movie, but I'm gonna say 8.
8 drinks?
8 drinks, 3 before you even start it, and then just basically drinking all the way through the movie. Because by the time of the end, you have to be wasted to either appreciate or understand the end. So let's talk about the end real quick.
It just ended.
No. What
It
happens?
just starts and then it just ends. Like,
Well, that's generally everything. But what happens at the end? So there's a big scene at the end where they touch the Rock of Gibraltar. No, what is it? The Stonehenge Rock.
yes.
So the whole family gets together, and the boyfriend get together, and they have to touch the Stonehenge Rock, which is in the
Because of love?
goodness. Because of
Goodness.
goodness. Because goodness will defeat evil. And
Pretty
bologna sandwiches will defeat veganism. So they all have to touch the rock, and somehow lightning shoots out of their buttholes and kills all the trolls.
Yeah, that was very random.
Yep. So all the trolls are dead.
We think.
Oh my God, you're ruining it. So they drive home. Doesn't she have pretty eyes? Like really pretty eyes? You should look right into this camera. Great. Okay, that's creepy. Don't do that. So they drive home, and Mom's taking a shower. Josh is taking a nap. I feel like they should eat, because they haven't eaten in 6 days. But
Yeah, Dad went to the office.
Dad went to the office.
And the daughter went with the boyfriend to his home.
Right. And basically what happens is Josh goes to the shower to watch his mom naked, but there's only green crap left in the shower. And so he goes downstairs, and all the trolls are eating his naked mom body on the table. Is that right? That's what happened?
Yeah.
I mean, don't let me make stuff up. This is
No, that's totally what happened. You just kind of missed a lot. But I feel like just watch the movie and you'd know what you missed. Like she ate an apple with like the poison that we were talking about.
That's right.
She ate that
an
apple. I feel like you gotta put that in there because like you don't just die.
I missed that part.
Yeah.
But there was a prosthetic body of the mom that was
Very
very naked body of the mom. But it was white, right? It wasn't like a flesh-colored.
It was ghost white. It was like almost like a lot of
They didn't use the
hot
right
glue layered up. You know how it gets like that.
Yeah,
That
they didn't use the right
smoggy
color of
You know what?
latex.
I'm not even gonna tell you what color it looks like.
One of my favorite things about Karee is that when she laughs, she presents you with her laughing, and you can look right down her throat because of the way her mouth opens, and because she laughs, her throat opens, and you can literally look down her throat a good 12 inches, 12, 18 inches, and see her epiglottis and everything.
My what?
Epiglottis?
I have
That's
an
a little
epiglottis.
punching bag thing. Uvula.
That is a uvula. I'm like, that is
Okay,
not
the
an
epiglottis is a little flap that opens to keep your trachea from, or your esophagus, trachea from having food go down it. That's a little flap, epiglottis. Look it up, kids. Epiglottis.
Oh, I can't look at
You've been schooled.
What?
So,
what?
thank you. That's it. We're done with this review.
Do you really want us to be done? Do you want it to be over?
I don't. I'm having a fun time.
He's almost 2 beers in. And we've already watched the movie.
I just want to say one thing.
Row,
Oh
row.
my God!
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream.
Nilbog is goblin spelled backwards.
Did you know that? Did you know that?
By the way, Credence. That was the witch's name, by the way, Credence.
Credence something. It wasn't just Credence.
No. There's like 4 names to it.
I am Credence Leonor Gilgud of ancient Druid origins. My ancestors came from Stonehenge.
Which
Yeah.
her ancestors are from Stonehenge.
Somehow she's a witch, but yet she's
You know what she is?
a goblin also.
She's a pedophile.
Tell me about it.
We have to talk about the corn scene.
Yes, we do.
We forgot about the corn scene.
Okay, so the kid's watching the TV while he's sitting bored in the RV when all his friends are gone. Has no idea, not even concerned.
He only came to this town to get laid, to rescue these Nilbog women of their virginity, but
Yes.
no pussy is to be had in this town. So he's
Unless you
watching.
want a
he's
goblins.
watching the TV, and then he sees what?
This beautiful lady strutting, walking just like that.
With her
A little bit more
cleavage out,
elegant, though.
cleavage out, and everything.
Yes.
I'm elegant.
Just walking closer
I'm a
and closer
fancy
and
lady.
closer toward the screen. And starts talking. How does she?
She talks right into like the camera, into the TV, and she said,
Kind of shows this.
You're not a program.
I'm right outside.
"Yeah, come outside," and he does, cause penis.
Who the hell would believe? Yeah, that's just crazy. I mean, I'd be like, the hell? Who are you talking? And he does. He goes outside
And she's there
with the corn on the cob.
with the corn. I don't have it, but she presents the corn as if she's like, "Oh, are you hungry? Do you want it?" She doesn't rub it on her face.
I totally think she nuzzles this corn.
She might. I don't remember that part, but
He would. I think you would have noticed. Maybe I'm wrong.
I'm pretty sure I would have laughed at that. Anyway, so the music from 9.5 Weeks, you can leave your hat on comes onto the show.
Baby, take off your coat real slow.
But not the actual music. It's music that sounds
know
like you can leave your hat on. And that's when the love scene starts.
About.
Is it love? Is it a sex scene? What is it? Well, this is yet another guy with his shirt unbuttoned all the way down to his belly button.
Last button is button though. He does have one button buttoned.
It's like the opposite of the Latin gangs, where they have the top
Tupac.
button. Yeah, they have the top button buttoned and then the bottom's open. I think that's so they can run faster.
Gives him wings?
Pretty sure I have to cut this part out because it's racist. Anyway, so he's got his naked bare chest, which is like a baby's bottom.
They are so smooth. It's awesome.
You're into that, are you?
I kind of like, I just want to be like this.
Chest,
I'm rubbing my face on a 13-year-old's chest or something.
All right. And cut.
I'm not. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I was totally into the 13, maybe 17-year-old daughter in her latex or her spandex workout gear.
Totally.
Remember when her hip
Yeah,
dimples
it was
were all
cute.
sweaty and stuff like that? And
It was a good entrance
it
scene.
was creepy.
For her. It was not creepy. I mean, yeah, for you.
Think about the cholesterol.
About the cholesterol.
Think about
Toxins.
toxins.
Think about the toxins. No.
Diabetes, heart disease. Let's just keep going, guys. Stop.
Did she say those two things?
No, I'm telling
Oh,
you.
you're-
I'm really preaching the truth to you.
Oh, that's right. You live the vegan lifestyle. Okay, so that's it. We are done talking about Troll 2.
What else do you want to know? What do you want to talk about?
That has been our review. And Karee, I want to thank you so much for agreeing to come here and do that. And I wanted to know, is there an Instagram or a Snapchat or anything that you care to let people know how to look at you? I should mention this.
We're going to mention this.
Karee is not necessarily a model, although she has modeled for me on several things. What do you do?
I actually don't do anything.
Great. Okay. But she used to do things. But she wasn't like an actual model who made her living off being a model and stuff like that. But she's a super fun person. Very cool. And a friend of mine. So I said, hey, before you leave forever and ever and make me the saddest person ever, will you come and do models in movies? And she said, that sounds like fun. And I'm like, yeah, it is. So here she is.
And I'm here with you right now.
Do you have an Instagram?
I do. But what's my name?
I don't. Karee Nicole, right?
Is it?
Isn't it?
I think
Do I have to look up your Instagram because you
We
don't
might
know
have to do that. It might be Karee Nicole.
You don't know your own Instagram. You're more of a Snapchat chick, right?
I love Snapchat.
Is that something you want to give out or no?
You want to be my friends on Snapchat? I'm not this cool on
That's totally
Snapchat.
up to you. I mean, I don't push people who aren't like models, who aren't like...
That's a K.
What is that? Oh, that's muscular dystrophy. When it's just your name up there, it's just at Karee Nicole. Is that what that is?
I think so.
Okay, well, it's on the screen behind me. If you want to find her online, and she's very pretty. She has a lot of very nice pictures on here. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Anyway, wait, what is this one?
Wasn't I cute?
This is when you were 3.
I was in preschool.
Maybe 4. Okay, so you get to see her as a little baby girl. So yeah.
That's not a
so
baby.
it's at
What's
at
that?
Karee Nicole, and she's super fun and super funny. And yes. And did you want to do your Snapchat or no?
I think that's the same thing.
Oh, it is. So you can just do how does Snapchat work? Is it an I don't have it. Is it at Karee Nicole Snapchat, or is it a weird other thing?
You can do a username for sure.
Look, if
I don't know how it works exactly.
I don't
I'm
even
not like
have it. I don't
okay, so it is my generation, I guess, but I'm not tech savvy.
You need to be.
I don't need to be in nothing.
I fixed her car today.
I'll be like. He didn't
What
fix
was
my
that?
car. That's my. When you're at a car dealership and the blow up things
Oh,
go like
you're
this.
a wiggly worm.
Those are my that's my dance move.
That's your jam. That's your thing. Anyway, that's it. We're done. Right now, you're seeing some pictures of a shoot that we're gonna do in a little bit. That is based on this movie.
I'm gonna hold some corn.
Well, they're seeing you doing it, so I mean, it's like not your.
I'm
like-
holding some corn.
Look, the corn is right there. Anyway, so yeah, I can't wait to do that. I think we're gonna have sushi first though because I'm hungry. But thank you very much for watching this 13th episode of Models and Movies. I hope
That's my favorite number.
I hope to have a 14th episode soon. Thank you very much, Karee, for being here. I love you, and you're the best.
Let's do it again.
Maybe I'll have you back and you pick the movie.
So long.
Bye.
Farewell.
Should we sing the song?
We'll sing you the song.
We'll sing that song out.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is fun.
Okay.
It's upon a dream.